Bye.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's going down.
I'm sorry. You go from one extreme to another. Sorry. Okay, go. I'm listening.
Welcome to the Perfect Pair Podcast. One more again, I'm Rock Teasy.
And I'm Krystal, Rock T's better half.
Indeed. Now, we always say that we are far from perfect.
But we're perfect for each other.
Hence the name, Perfect Pair Podcast. What we going to be talking about today, woman?
Kids in our house. Adult kids, teenage kids, being in our house, wanting their own independence and feeling that they have the right to have it.
Ooh, that's kind of a sensitive topic right now.
It is, because I feel like independence is earned.
Yeah.
Privacy is earned.
All right, so okay, well let's get into it.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell y'all the story about two situations and how I feel about it.
And you know I'm gonna
Right.
sprinkle my little 2 cents on that bad boy.
Okay.
Perfect Pair Podcast starts right now. Let's go.
Okay, so y'all, you know I get on TikTok all the time, and I just
All right, before you start,
what?
Everybody got to do their little old laundry work. They got to do their little daily cleaning.
What?
It probably didn't make sense what I just said, but what I mean to say is make sure you download, subscribe.
Oh, I was like, y'all gotta do some laundry I didn't know about. You threw me off.
Download, subscribe, man. Continue to go tell about 4-5 people. And hey, we love the reviews, man. Keep the reviews coming. 5-star reviews. Like all of our reviews are 5 stars, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Keep them coming, man. We appreciate that. Got love for you. So let's go. Oh, YouTube channel. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the little bell. Get the alert. All that good stuff. There it is.
Okay, so you know I watch TikTok. I think that's like my news feed. That's like my CNN, because they just talk about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a situation where a 23-year-old is living with her parents, going to school, working, and she is wanting her independence. She wants her parents to treat her like as if she's independent, because she is 23 years old. She's going to school. She feels like she's responsible, and so on and so forth. So I'm like, I'm actually hearing this young lady out like, you know what? She should have her independence. Like, maybe she's there to help save because she's going to school because her parents told her she can stay there.
Right.
Because she asked to stay there. But then it was like, okay, so do you pay bills, anything? Well, no, I don't pay anything. And then she's asking her parents for money constantly.
Okay.
For gas. To get to and from the work.
I'm going to make some notes over here.
And she always needs something to eat because she wants to go out to eat.
Okay.
So it's like her parents are just like, you want independence. And then she's mad because her parents are constantly asking her, where are you going? Well, when are you going to be home? Don't come home at all hours of the night, because they don't want you. They just don't want nobody coming home. So after midnight, you can't come to this house. You might as well stay wherever you are if you're going to be coming in this house after midnight, and you can't let us know where you're coming. So she feels like is she wrong for feeling like she needs her independence, and her parents need to know she needs her independence. You want to comment on it real quick, or you want me to go ahead and comment, because I got a whole bunch of stuff to say.
Okay, let me go first, because I already know, because once you get rolling, it's over.
Right. I got a whole bunch of stuff to say to this young lady.
No, let me just say this part, then I'll let you continue.
Okay.
You ain't independent if you under your parents' house. Period. You are not independent. Now, if you doing something positive with your life, let's say you want to go to medical school.
She
okay?
says she is. She's in school. She's working.
Well, okay, what is she?
She's making good grades.
Okay.
She's in her starting her senior year.
Okay.
So this is her senior
All right, so
year.
she's in school, and she's making good grades, and she has a job, so she's contributing to the house.
No, she's not paying any bills. She doesn't clean up.
Is she a full-time student?
Yes.
Okay, so she's a full-time student. I'm trying to get all the information.
And she works.
She works, and she's working, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
And she just want to, save and stack her money and live at her parents' house until she gets going to the next phase of her life.
And she feels
after school or whatever.
But her mom does her laundry and stuff still.
Okay.
And she's not like obligated to keep the house clean, but they want her to make sure her room is clean.
Absolutely.
And
she's a grown
they
woman. That room better be clean.
Right. And then they want her to, like, if you're going somewhere, to let them know. They want to know when she's coming and going. They have rules about when you can come in the house. After midnight, you just can't come to the house.
Okay, so
she feels like she's 23 years old. She's about to graduate this year, next May, and she deserves her independence because she's not doing anything with her life.
Right. All right, so I got 2 quick responses to that.
Mm-hmm.
One, it's not your house.
Okay.
It's your parents' house.
That's what I'm about to say.
It's their rules.
Okay.
I don't care if you're 40. It's their rules. They're not used to people coming in late in their house.
Nope.
They used to shutting down their house by a certain time every night. So you got to respect those rules if you're living in the house. Okay, now let me go to the other side. You're going to probably say you're contradicting yourself, but I got to say it. You know, she's obviously a respectable child.
Yeah.
So far, just according to so far what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
And she is of age where she may want to go out with her friends, whether it's out to a bar, whether it's out just hanging out, and then she comes back at late hours of the night. Okay, one, yes, you still should tell mom and dad, I'm going to be out late tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably be home, sometime after midnight, 1 o'clock or whatever. But I just want to let you guys know, if you hear something, it's me coming into the house or whatever. And then if mom and dad still says, no, if you ain't in the house before 12 o'clock, then you got to go find yourself somewhere else to live.
Mm-hmm.
Then she got to go find herself somewhere else to live. But I don't think mom and dad, I don't know these people, would have a problem with her every now and then coming in late hours because she is grown, as long as she ain't bringing she ain't coming home drunk. She ain't coming home on drugs. She ain't coming home with a bunch of friends being loud and being disruptive.
It must be some more stuff going on, but I'm gonna let you finish.
Right.
I'm sorry.
So
okay.
it depends. You know me, I'm a case by case basis. I like to get all of it, but I'm just giving you a couple different scenarios, one from her side and one from the parent's side.
So you see both sides.
I see both sides, but the bottom line is the parents trump her side because it's their house. They can do whatever they want and have whatever kind of rules they want in their house.
My thing is independence. What is independence?
You got to be in your own place.
It's you doing
living your own life
by yourself. You want independence. You want to be treated like you have independence. Then you have to do as such. Pay your own bills. You probably still on their insurance. Get your own insurance.
See, it also depends on what kind of. If she's like in medical school, that's one thing. Because
it don't matter. Even you got people in medical school that are living in rundown apartments and stuff and doing what they can on their own. And you got people in medical school that understand that I'm living with my parents, so let me just do what I need to do because I'm grateful that they allow me to live here and not pay any rent. But you steady asking your parents for gas money and you not paying no bills. That's a problem.
Yeah, and you got a job.
And you talking about you need something to eat. Eat at the house.
Yeah.
Sit down somewhere. Eat at the house. You ain't gotta go. You ain't gotta go out to eat
You
all
going
the
too far
time.
with
You
it.
got some noodles. There's all kinds of stuff you can do to make it work.
I could tell you how to mix up some gourmet noodles.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying, you want independence, then be independent then. You shouldn't be asking your parents for nothing at all. They shouldn't have to give you gas money. They shouldn't have to worry about if you out and doing stuff because an independent person's going to be considerate to the other people that they're with and say, you know what? Mom, I'm going to be out, and I know you really don't like me being out, and I'm going to be doing this. Then act independent because actually she's acting still as a child.
Okay, so.
That's just my opinion.
Now, I'm with you. This is a tough one because if she's really acting as a child and she's acting like
he's saying this, y'all, because we got a daughter that just left that I had to check all summer.
No, listen, we both be checking, but at the same time, if the 23-year-old is acting entitled, like you're supposed to do this for me, that's different. But if the 23-year-old if she's respecting the house, but she's a full-time student, we still don't know what kind of student she is.
It don't matter.
And she has a job.
It don't matter. You got a job. You a full-time student.
Is she trying to save her money?
Most likely she is.
To get out on her own.
Either way, her parents are trying to make sure she don't have to have the stress of paying bills. That's why she's staying there rent-free, not having to pay anything.
Okay, that changes the game then.
So, which is fine.
Okay.
But she may be saving her money, but for you to steady ask your parents for money to put gas and you go out to eat and you need to do all this stuff so you can go hang out with your friends and then you want to be treated like you're independent. You're not being independent.
But hold on now. It depends on the situation because
here he go. Because this is a dad that have daughters because them daughters, you wouldn't do this for your son.
It depends.
You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't give Junior nothing.
We got the same rules to all our kids.
No, he doesn't.
When you become
especially
18,
that with Harmony.
When you become 18,
yep.
And whatever it is you want to do with your life, whether it's go to college, whether it's start a business, whether it's learn a new trade, whatever it is, if you're doing something positive and you're trying to do something positive with your life, what do we always tell them? We're going to support you.
Right.
Okay, we're going to support you. we're not going to do everything for you, but we're going to support you the best way we know how.
Yes.
Okay?
And they already supporting her. She living in their house rent free.
I get all that. But if mom and dad said, you can come live with us, you don't have to pay no rent, you ain't got to pay no bills, whatever money you make on your own.
Well, my kids, we ain't going to have them problem because we already said it straight. Y'all can't come back.
Hold on. Whatever.
We won't ever have this problem in life.
Whatever you make on your own, you keep that and save it in your savings, because when you do finally get out on your own, you won't need us no more because you've already saved enough for your nest egg to get started, to get going.
We gonna have
so
that
if that's the situation, I just got to hear, I got to have it all.
Okay, so let's bring back to our child this summer. Harmony came home this summer, and I told her, you have to tell us where you going and coming.
True story.
Don't be coming all hours of the night. Be respectful.
Because that's our rules.
Right, this is our rules. And then if you're not going to pay no bills, you better clean up.
Yeah.
I said she has to clean up. And if you don't want to clean up, that's fine. But you're going to pay rent to stay in that room. I don't care if it's $25 or whatever, but you're going to pay to stay in that room because now you're paying to stay somewhere so you can do what you want.
Life lesson.
But you're not going to come in this house, do nothing, sit around, and just think everybody's going to cater to you. That is not going to happen. How many times I had to get on to her?
You had to remind her a couple times.
Okay, and how many times did you get on to her?
I didn't have to because you already did.
Okay, exactly. And then and then every time I'm telling her, don't give her money. Every single time, who gives her money?
Hold on now. Time out.
Every single time. Even right before we left. Listen, first of all, me and my daughter, we get braids all the time. So there's all kinds of braids hair in my house. When I say colors, you know it. You see out here. Wait, no.
How do you buy braids?
Hair for our braids.
But how do you pay for it?
With money.
Thank you. So who's giving her the money to buy the hair and to get this?
You.
No, you doing it.
You paid for the hair.
We get our braids done all the time. We get our nails done all the time.
We do. Okay, listen. I say we get our braids done. Okay, but she has stipulations for me. But you don't ever say anything to her. I told you not to give her money for her hair. I told you that already. And
no, you told me afterwards.
You see how he hear things. But Harmony, all she does is she texts her dad separately.
True.
And what was your exact words when I told you? I said, why did you give her $50? Why did you give her some money? Why did you give her some money? He was like, to get her some hair. I said, why? Look at all this hair in this house.
I didn't know the hair was in the house.
And then I was like, babe, she got me again. What did you say?
I realized,
but you said she got me again. Meaning, you know she gets you every single time.
She does get me quite a few times.
Okay.
But this particular time, I didn't know there was already hair in the house.
Anytime can she take it back? No, she can't take it back. Like, she got to use it. The point of the matter is...
But you can't sit up here and act like you don't be giving her money because you be giving her money behind my back. Talking about don't tell your daddy.
No, I do.
Look at that camera. And
okay, I do. But listen, I do it in ways because I'm holding her accountable for certain things. I just don't give it to her. I'm the one that's really tough and hard on her. You know it. Because I be giving it to her. Okay. And then you, on the other hand, just be like, you know your mom. You know your mom. And then with Junior, it's like World War III in the house.
Absolutely.
With him. And I'm like, babe, it's not that serious.
That's a young man. Got to teach him to be a man.
Either way it go, Rocky is with these girls. That's the reason why he's so biased with this young lady being like this, in my opinion. I think if you want to be independent, you need to do independent stuff. If you want to be treated independently, you got to be doing independent stuff. If you live in my house, you already living rent-free, don't be asking me for gas. Don't be asking me for money. You got some noodles in there. I know there's some bread in that house somewhere. I don't care. There's cereal. What?
Listen to yourself. Now, look, we're just going off of what the story is saying.
Right.
If you want to be independent, you got to do independent things.
Right.
She's a full-time student.
Yes.
She has a job on top of that.
Yeah, so why you're not paying no bills?
Her mom and dad said you ain't got to pay no bills, so hey.
Right, so why do I got to pay for your gas, and why do I got to pay for you to eat?
Gas is a bill. Food is a bill.
She can pay for it.
Now I'm with you on this part. She don't have to eat out every doggone day. She can cook. She can get some groceries and eat what's in the house.
I hope my girls are listening. If you living with me rent free and you got a full-time job, I'm not paying for you to get something to eat. I'm not paying for no gas. You're gonna eat most
of your meals in the house.
I'm not paying for no gas. I'm not paying for none of that. Nothing outside their house that you can pay for it.
Right.
And then I'm paying for the car. I'm paying car insurance. I'm paying the house. I'm paying light, gas, water, groceries.
I'm with you on that.
I'm not giving you no more money.
Right, because here's the deal. You got to teach them. You got to teach them
Right.
because the real life is going to hit you real fast when you get there on your own because you're going to have to pay all these bills one day.
Hell yeah.
But I'm coming from the perspective of what the parents told her. They're obviously saying, listen.
Right, but they also
You're
saying
a full-time student.
begging.
We know how hard it can be to be a full-time student.
Right.
We still don't know what she's studying.
Right, which is still fine. They already helping her.
Right. So we want to take that stress off your back.
And
Just
they did.
focus on being the best student you can so you can
And
finish
they did.
school and then save as much money as you can. So, because when you are out on your own, you won't need us.
And we don't know if she's saving, but we know, okay.
Well, hopefully she is.
Right, hope so.
Right.
Let's just
Now,
say
if
she is.
If she's not saving, then that's her bad. Because now when it's time for her to get out the house, she ain't got no money saved. What you gonna do? I'm not gonna bail you out. Because
Right.
we let you live here free, no bills, and you were supposed to be saving your doggone money.
Being independent. I'm just saying she got to be, if she want to be treated independent, then be independent. That's all I'm saying. That's my advice to the 23-year-old and to my kids. All three of y'all. Understand, if y'all want independence, you need to be acting like you're independent. Because as long as I'm paying bills and giving you money, you are not independent. Period. Point blank,
I'm with you on that part.
Now, there's another story that happened with this mom. She has a 13-year-old daughter. Or no, she's 14.
Okay.
14-year-old daughter. Her daughter, will babysit and do different things to save money. She bought her own cell phone.
Okay.
She purchased her own cell phone, and she pays for it every month. Give her mama money.
I love it.
To pay for her cell phone every month. Well, she had gotten in trouble at school, did some stuff at school, and got suspended.
I see where you're going with this.
So the mama took her phone.
Okay.
Took her phone on her. So she posted it on TikTok saying she took her daughter's phone. With somebody saying, that is theft, that is financial abuse, and that is emotional abuse. Do you want to tell your thoughts? Cause I can give you already know where I'm about to go with this shit. Okay?
You can go first because I got something I want to say.
I'm with the lady here because first and foremost, that child is 14 years old and living in my roof. And it is my job as a parent to make sure nothing happens to my kid. Everybody know what's going on in the world, in the cyber world right now. These kids is getting taken. They finding these people thinking it's their friend, and it's a grown man molesting, taking these kids, kidnapping them, sex trafficking these kids. All kinds of shit can happen.
Right.
But it's my house. These are my rules, and I get to do what I want in my house and under my rules. I don't care if she paid for that. I don't care if she doing whatever. You did something wrong at school. You got suspended from school. So now it's my job to take something away to do something to discipline your ass. Now y'all be looking at me crazy if I knocked her head, off her shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all really would have been looking crazy then. But now I'm not putting my hands on her. I take her stuff away and she gonna be grounded. That is a form of punishment. That is her understanding there's consequences to all your actions. Because that's why our kids over here blowing up shit because they don't ever have to deal with no consequences. Period.
I agree. I agree 100%.
I just feel like that's what we're living in this world right now. Everybody gets to play. Everybody gets to make the team. There's no MVP. When I tell you that shit gets on my nerves because there has to be an MVP. Everybody can't make the team. So then you wonder why these kids grow up and when they get their feelings hurt, they want to kill the girlfriend because she said no.
Ooh, because they're afraid of that doggone word no.
They're afraid of the word
soft.
no. Or because they didn't make the team, all of a sudden now the parents gonna go protest the school. That's not right. My Billy should have made the team. Like, what kind of shit is that?
S-O-F-T. What's that spell? Soft. That's why these kids are soft nowadays, man.
And it's just, my thing is she's teaching her daughter that there's consequences to your actions.
Right.
If you're gonna act a fool at school, you're gonna have to deal with the consequences at home. Because the school already told her what she's gonna do. They suspended the kid. Now she gotta do her job at the house. Her taking her phone was the right thing to do, in my opinion.
I agree 100%.
That's not emotional financial abuse. Where in the world is this coming to?
Made up stuff that these soft people are telling these kids and these kids are telling each other.
But that's just my thought. It bothered me because they really felt like that this woman was abusing her child. And it was a lot of people on there stating this. And it's a lot of kids right now that feel like that and they want to start talking crazy to these parents. Like, every time I see a kid go off on their parent, I always look at my kids and they be like, why do you always look at us? I said, because I wish you would. Like, because you're not going to go off on me. Like, you're not going to do that to me.
Hey, last time Harmony tried to test me, what happened?
I know.
Why you keep on saying, oh, Harmony gets you every time. Harmony gets you every time.
She did it. She did it in Chicago. Bless her little soul. She caught one to the face real quick. I was like, oh, harm.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Hey, fathers know what I'm talking about. Daddies know what I'm talking about because, the daughters, they kind of get you wrapped around their little finger with it because it's your little baby girls. But if you won't push me to that edge, doggone it. Come on now.
You're right. You have done that. But I do feel like I don't think anything was wrong with what she did.
No, you're not going to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Now, I don't care if you're paying for your phone and whatever you bought yourself. You're not going to be disrespectful while you're still living under our roof. We're still responsible. You're still in school. Listen, I don't care. Listen, this is okay. I got so much that's going in my head right now.
Where are you trying to go?
But let me take it down this road because you mentioned the MVP. You mentioned everybody got to make the team.
Yes.
And here's what I got to say to that. And I think this is going to bring it all the way home. When we grew up, you had a tryout.
Oh, yep.
All the kids come to the tryout to try to make the team. Then, at the end of the tryout, you go to the wall.
Yep.
All the names are posted up on the wall.
Yeah.
The names that are on the wall, are on the list, make the team. If your name ain't on the list, you didn't make the team.
Right.
What does that do? Okay, I'm sad at the moment. If my name's not on the list, of course I'm sad. All my buddies are like, yeah, I made it. Oh, you didn't make it. Okay, little teasing going on. But that motivates me to work harder, try harder, and do harder for the next year or the next time. Like, I'm going to make it next year. And that builds character.
Yes.
That teaches a life lesson because when people tell you no, you're going to be told no more than you're told yes in life.
Yes,
you're going to be disappointed and pushed down more than you're lifted up in life. That's just how it is. And if you can't learn how to have tough skin and how to turn that no into, flip that thing around, what it say? It's on. It's on. I need to work harder. I need to try harder. I need to do my best. I need to put forth more time in anything in life, not just sports.
Yeah.
In anything in life, as a student in school. You know, if you're trying to grow up, if you're trying to expand up the doggone corporate ladder at your job, in your business, whatever, you wonder why you keep getting overlooked for these raises or whatever. Okay, you got to figure out how can you make your skill better. So you can make it, by far, you make it easy to be selected on the team. And everybody's got to play. Everyone's got to play because now the parents are mad because their kid ain't playing. I'm going to keep it around sports, man. It's like, listen, tell your kid to work harder.
I think it mostly starts at home because if your kid gets everything they want at home and never told no and never have to work hard for what they're doing and never have to deal with consequences, because there are consequences, there's good ones and there are bad ones. But they got to understand both. So when you do something wrong, like I understand now where Rocky's coming from with the girls, why he gets so soft and he can't go so hard, because now I'm that way with our son, because now I'm kind of soft and not as hard. So I understand why he was soft. But then I also understand, too, like, there's consequences. I can't keep not letting him deal with the consequences when he doesn't do what he's supposed to.
Right.
Because he's going to keep messing up. He's going to keep doing what he's not supposed to do. Same way with Harmony and Lyric. If you keep doing wrong and I don't ever correct you, then how do we expect them to even learn anything?
Absolutely.
So when they do something wrong out there in the real world, and then when they getting them handcuffs on them, or they want to get out there, the little boyfriend told them no, now they want to go slice his tires and do all kinds of stuff. Like, it's just unnecessary, all because they haven't learned what it is to be told no and then to work hard to get what they really want.
Absolutely.
When you getting cut from, Harmony got cut from how many teams?
Shoot, she been getting cut almost.
That's what I'm saying. You getting cut, and she could have easily stop playing basketball, but she didn't. She kept going. She kept going and literally earned a scholarship to any school in the United States.
Every time our kids came home crying that they got cut or they didn't make this team.
My teacher didn't like me.
Somebody didn't like me. We have our thought of what you gonna do about it.
Right, and stop being the victim. What could you have done differently? What can you do better?
Figure it out.
Right, not all this soft stuff, because now you can't say nothing to nobody. You can't say, these kids, you can't tell them anything. And if a kid say something, everybody's saying it's bullying now. And listen, I understand.
Everybody bring all this stuff over here that had nothing to do with bullying back in the day. Now it's part of bullying.
Yes, and that's what's frustrating. Like, it's bullying. That's not bullying. He just got laughed at because he wore his pants too short that day. He shouldn't have worn them that short. Okay, like it just happened.
Laugh at yourself, man. It's okay.
I had a bad hair day this day. I thought this was cool, but it wasn't. We all had them days.
Man, our son came home because he thought he was getting bullied.
Right, he did, because somebody was talking about his head. Well, quit going to school with your head mashed and you'll be okay. Like, we keep telling you to comb your hair. If you don't want to get talked about, we keep telling you.
Right, now his hair clean. He got his thing.
He don't leave the house. But listen, we got caught. I got the stuff in the car. He be like, Mom, where's my oil?
Make sure that hair on point now, boy.
Listen. But it's not bullying. You the one that went to school looking crazy.
Yeah, man.
Like, it's not, like, think about it. And I just think, like, teaching our kids how to be independent and make it in this world is to hold them accountable for everything that they're doing.
Period.
And teaching them. And it starts when they're young. Like, that's another thing. It starts when they're little. Like, 1, 2, 3, as they all the way before they're 5 years old. Those years are so important because they hold on to everything you saying. They're listening to everything that you're doing. So then you're just kind of showing them like how to do things and how to work. And like they fall to get back up. It's so easy for them to fall and get back up when they're young because they don't really think about it. It's just like natural. Mm-hmm. And then don't take that from them as they get older. Every time they mess up, hey, get back up. You're good. You're good. Letting them know it's good. It's good. But every time you like, oh, my baby, this is and that, you're going to mess it up.
That right there. Stop doing that because when they babies, we talking to Garrett, our producer, right? He's sitting over here. You can't see him. He's on camera. He's about to have a baby. His first baby, right?
He's going to be a good dad.
I'm telling you, Garrett, he's going to be like, the baby's going to fall, stumble, and he's going to look up to you and your mom. Look at you and mom be like, they're waiting on our reaction. And if we're like, oh, my God, oh, guess what the baby going to do? The baby going to do this.
That was me. That was me.
But if you like, don't have that, say, get up, yay, get up, yay. Now, the baby don't know what to do. The baby's like,
right. I had to learn that. I did.
And they go get up and they realize I fell down. Yeah, it might have hurt a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. I got back up.
Right.
That's a victory.
Yes.
And if you learn how to teach that way to your kids as they get older and older, when they get cut from a team,
right.
when they fail, if anything happened to them, they get bullied.
Right.
Listen, man. There is a bullying. It is for real.
Yeah,
okay?
it is.
There's some real bullying, especially with cyberbullying now with social media and everything. But you gotta teach your kids tough love.
Right.
They gotta learn how to have tough skin. And we say it, you heard it, sticks and stones may break my bones, but named words will never hurt me. Okay, that's true. If you got the right mindset, and you gotta learn how to get through life, man, with that stuff, man, because if you raise your kids too soft, especially mentally,
yes.
Oh my goodness, they won't have a chance.
Cruel out here, like oh my God, it's so cruel. So you just gotta let them know to be secure with who they are. That's my main thing. Being independent, you got to do independent stuff, 23-year-old. 14-year-old, I'm proud of you getting your own phone and paying your own bill, but you had no business getting suspended, so get your phone to your mama and sit down somewhere and take your consequence like you supposed to.
And quit raising these kids soft.
Right.
If your son or daughter didn't make the team, doggone it, say, well, you get your butt out there and work hard.
Right.
Don't be like,
start training.
How come, hey, coach,
why you gotta look like that?
The team?
Why are you looking like that?
Make the team.
Oh my God, you so inappropriate.
He does all of this, she does all that because they didn't make the team. I mean, come on, man. Now, okay, we're gonna keep it real before we get ready to close out. Have we seen players that are more talented than other players that are on the team that didn't make the team?
Yes.
Okay, that does happen.
Yes, we know things like that happen. We're not talking about those situations.
We're talking about knowing the talent.
You just gotta know your kid's talent.
Know your kid's talent, man.
We've had instances with all three of ours where we understood their talent. We were just like, yay, it's all right. It's okay, girl, go get that water. Go get that water. Just make sure everybody got the water and everybody good. You all right. Like, it's okay. Hey. Like with all three of them, we've had instances, and it was kind of one of those moments like, oh, you looking around like, oh, sit down. It's okay.
And then on the other end of the spectrum, we know, okay, our kid is one of the better ones out there. So, let's go to work. But you got to earn that.
Right. And then we've had one of our kids, supposedly our daughters have been through this. And our son actually been through this too, where they were the better ones and they were mistreated on the team.
Yeah.
And they were and it was just like, But the thing we taught our kids during that time, we had their back. We was going to bat for them. And we handled the adults as we should. But we also allowed them to go through that process and handle it as well.
Yep.
And not look at it as my mom and dad saved me. I don't have to care. I don't care. I don't want this. Nope. You're going to still work hard. You still give it your all, even though this person is mistreating you. Because guess what? In life, you're going to work with people you don't like.
And see, we always
you're going to be around people you don't like. And our daughter, Harmony, finally realized, she was like, I had no idea y'all was going to back for me like that. Yep. Remember that one summer she was playing?
Yep. We never told her.
We told
her, you got to deal with it. You got to figure this thing out on your own because this is life.
We were going to bat with her. The college coaches were talking to us. we had her back to the fullest, and she didn't find that out until later.
Yeah, till she got to college.
Till she got to college. But she was just like, she was grateful that we made her face it.
Right, because now there's nothing that she's never been through that she can't handle.
That she will not be able to
That goes
handle.
for Lyric as well, and Rocky Jr. is on his way too.
Yes. So just so you know, don't shielding them from everything could almost hinder them, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
There it is, man. So download, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hey, go follow us on social medias, Perfect Pair Podcast. The YouTube channel is about to be on fire again, so go follow that. Anything else that you guys need, you want us to talk about or share on our podcast, shoot us a message. It can be a DM. It can be email, perfectpairpodcast.com. That's what we do, player.
All right. See y'all next time.
We'll holla.
Bye.